Meeting with President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev. At the Zagulba residence, a meeting is taking place between Vladimir Putin and President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev. On the Russian side, the narrow-format talks include Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, Deputy Prime Minister and co-chairman of the Intergovernmental Commission on Economic Cooperation between the Russian Federation and the Republic of Azerbaijan Alexei Overchuk, and Presidential Assistant Yuri Ushakov. On the Azerbaijani side, the negotiations also include Deputy Prime Minister Shahin Mustafayev, Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov, and Presidential Assistant Hikmet Hajiyev. Ilham Aliyev, dear Vladimir Vladimirovich, I warmly welcome you once again to Azerbaijan. Welcome. Our meetings are held regularly. This year, we have already met twice. Today, as part of the state visit, we continue our dialogue, which we actually began yesterday with an in-depth exchange of views on important issues of the bilateral agenda and regional security. Today, we will continue in both narrow and expanded formats. I would like to note that we are very satisfied with the level of interaction between our countries. The Declaration on Allied Interaction that we signed in February 2022 is being successfully implemented in both the political and economic spheres. We see very positive dynamics and good figures. Of course, we are cooperating in the energy sector and in transportation. We are paying special attention to humanitarian cooperation. And in many other areas as well, so today we will once again thoroughly review the agenda. I am confident that this visit will be both pleasant for you and beneficial for our relations. Once again, welcome. Vladimir Putin, thank you very much, dear Ilham Aliyev. First of all, thank you for the invitation. We have long agreed on this visit, and I am very glad to be in Baku, to once again admire this city, which I know firsthand is being given a lot of attention by you and your spouse. And it shows. The city is developing successfully, turning into an oasis in the region, I would say, without a doubt. Our relations are developing based on the declaration we signed at the beginning of 2022. It is being successfully implemented, and a good impetus for the development of our bilateral ties was provided during your visit to Moscow this April. Trade and economic relations are developing successfully. I agree with you. At our previous meeting in Russia, you mentioned that $4 billion is a good figure, but it does not match the potential of our capabilities. Indeed, we can talk not only about energy but also about industrial cooperation, transportation, logistics, and light industry. We have many areas for joint work. Over $4 billion in Russian direct investments in the Azerbaijani economy is also a good indicator. More than 1,270 enterprises with Russian capital operate in Azerbaijan, and this is certainly not the limit. As for humanitarian ties, we attach great importance to them and are grateful to you for the attention you pay to the development of the Russian language. 300 schools offer Russian language education, and branches of our leading higher education institutions are functioning in Azerbaijan. Thousands of young people from Azerbaijan study at the leading universities of the Russian Federation, and we are ready to expand this cooperation. The Intergovernmental Commission is working effectively. Just 10 days ago, right? The latest meeting of the Intergovernmental Commission was held here in Baku. It is working successfully. By the way, I know that Russian Culture Days were held in Azerbaijan this June. Thank you very much for organizing this event. Of course, we touched on this topic yesterday, and we will continue today. This concerns the resolution of the situation in the South Caucasus. It is clear, and everyone knows well, that Russia is facing crises, including, and primarily, in the Ukrainian direction. But Russia's historical involvement in the situation in the South Caucasus, even in recent years, dictates our need to participate in these events, of course, to the extent that it is requested by the parties, without a doubt. If we can do anything to help reach the signing of a peace agreement between Azerbaijan and Armenia, finalize the delimitation and demarcation of the border, and unblock the corresponding routes in logistics and the economy, as we have discussed many times, we would be very pleased. Of course, after my visit to Azerbaijan, I will contact Prime Minister Pashinyan and inform him about the results of our talks. I know that Azerbaijan is determined to complete all procedures related to a full settlement. This is well known to me. We will discuss this. Overall, I would like to thank you once again for the invitation. I am confident this will be a very useful discussion, and I can see that the atmosphere in the city is favorable. We love Baku. It is a beautiful city and, most importantly, it is developing in a way that many other large urban centers could envy. Ilham Aliyev, thank you very much.